These children in eastern Uganda have been bedridden for months as a result of acute malnutrition. In many parts of Uganda, especially the rural areas, highly nutritious foods such as milk, meats and fish are severely lacking.
Authorities attribute the decline in fish numbers to the big rise in local population, coupled with growth in both regional and international markets.
Fish has been one of Uganda's major exports, but the harvest has dropped over the past 5 years because of illegal fishing. According to President Yoweri Museveni, this is no longer welcome. The president suggests he will arrest and prosecute all illegal fishermen.
The freshwater fish factory at Kachanga landing site has been in operation for the last 15 years. Its closure came as a result of a lack of mature fish to be processed. The team has impounded and burnt illegal fish nets worth 68 million shillings and has arrested 5 fishermen from the landing sites of Chisuku, Makonzi and Kamaliba.
When I was a little child, my grandfather taught me how to fish. Fishing is what my grandfather did, his grandfather and great-grandfather. I'm Emanu Joel, founder of Josi. I grew up from a fishing village of Majanji, near Lake Victoria in eastern Uganda. Uganda is a landlocked country in East Africa, with Lake Victoria the largest lake in Africa, larger than Lake Michigan. This is the source of River Nile and the home of Nile tilapia. When my grandfather brought home tilapia for dinner, he always made us eat the fish heads, claiming it to make us smarter. This is a common belief in all fishing communities in Uganda, a belief that has been proven scientifically correct over the past few years. Science says that when you eat fish, then a child's brain will grow, will develop well. The trouble is, over the past 20 years, there has been overfishing in Lake Victoria, and today, the little fish is all finished. With this loss, 1.5 million people have lost jobs in the fishing industry. And Ugandans have lost the local affordable source of proteins, leading to 1 in 3 children suffering from protein-related malnutrition. With a demand of over 500 million tons of fish per year, and the supply only being 500,000 tons per year, fishing communities are left with no option but to use illegal nets and poisons to get the little fish in the lucrative business, further destroying the environment and feeding humans with contaminated fish. With marine police crackdown against illegal fishing as the only government solution to the problem, you heard the president talking. Okay? The communities are left with no alternative but starvation and poverty. In 2013, I said enough was enough. I quit my medical job and dedicated my entire life in recreating the fishing industry in Uganda and resupply the country with fish. With my savings, determination, and passion to increase access of fish to the market, feeding millions, saving thousands of children from malnutrition, and impacting the livelihood of the communities that entirely depended on fish, Josi was launched. We innovated a low-cost bamboo cage to provide fish to sailors and supply fish feeds and fingerlings to fish farmers, boosting their yield using environmentally acceptable method. In the last 3 years, we have trained 1,000 people in the fishing community, making them become fish farmers and not fish hunters. We formulated a low-cost quality fish feed using locally available raw materials such as water hyacinths, snail shells, lake flies, and rice husks, all got within Lake Victoria. To further reduce the cost of fish farming, we produce our own fingerlings. In the last 12 months, we have shipped out 200 tons of fish, sold 2 million fingerlings, and supplied 50 tons of fish feeds. we supply 500 women with our fish daily, boosting their income and saving and impacting thousands of lives in eastern Uganda. While 200 tons of fish is worth a celebration in Uganda, it's a good start, but the demand of fish in Uganda today is 500 million tons per year. Our goal here today is to increase access of fish to the market by producing 10% of the market demand, supplying 10,000 fish vendors, impacting over 50,000 lives by 2018. The only obstacle on our way is funding. With the funding of $200,000, we'll be able to increase the production of fish feed and increase the production of table-sized tilapia, supplying farmers with fish feeds and also the women with fish. I'm not yet a grandfather, but nevertheless teaching the current generation of Uganda how to farm fish. The end result is the same, a healthy fish dinner. Together, we can empower communities, feeding millions of Ugandans, saving thousands of children from malnutrition, as you saw from the video, and helping people who entirely live on fish as a source of livelihood and food by supporting Josie. I'm Emanu Joel, founder of Josie. Thank you very much.